Hello and welcome back to another good old-fashioned Talking with the Crew episode on this Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords. Let us start with Kreia and since she had a rather vicious encounter with Beador, she might be able to tell us some more things.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
So, let us ask about, let's see. Actually, I'll be going. I have an idea. She has a sword lightsaber. Let us give her a proper one, since we looted one, I think, a little back while. So that's a short lightsaber. I think we had a proper lightsaber for her. Yes. A red one. That doesn't display. Okay. Hello, Kreia. Shall we have a talk, or are you just gonna buff yourself?
Yes. Have you come with questions?
That's fine. Maybe we can do lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber.
We both do! Oh, Visas must have a lightsaber equipped. Okay, we have some of those, so guess we'll do that in the future. For now, let's ask for other training she can offer.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Before, when I heard the thoughts of my companions, I heard something more, like an echo.
Ah, I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. There are places in the galaxy, strong in the Force, light, dark. They are born in places teeming with life, and in places that are filled with death. Worlds whose surfaces are graveyards, whose screams echo through the Force. It is possible for war, for men to give birth to such places, to leave wounds on the galaxy itself.
Quite
what
horrible.
You heard was the echo of the past, and it travels still.
It was familiar, though. It's inside me somehow, or it resonates within me.
The answer will come to you in time. It must, when there is nothing more that you may learn from me. When the ruins of your past have been cleared away and I am no more, then you shall know what it is. And if you do not, then the galaxy shall die, and all my hopes for you will have been for nothing.
Ominous. More questions then.
Ask, and I will answer.
So we've asked about most of this, I think. Have we asked everything about Revan? I think we have.
And what did you wish to know of Revan?
Were you the one that taught Revan?
She came to me, yes. Both before and after. Before Revan knew herself. And after, in the times when Revan was coming into her own and learning she was more than she had been told. At one time, Revan was my Padawan, in times past long ago. But Revan, when she had learned all she could, had other masters, that fool Jar and other Jedi on other planets. She learned from each, but in the end, she turned back to me when she realized there was nothing more to be learned from the Jedi, except how one could leave them forever.
So, yeah, we already asked about this.
Ask.
Let's see. So we know most of her past. Oh. So for the lightsaber training, I think let us equip... oh, wait. We'll keep our saber at hand, but let us remove the one that we gave to Kreia. She can use, I don't know, a blaster for now or something. Yeah, that's fine. The Sonic... Let's see, this one, or was it... Which oral blaster did we give her before? We'll give her the shot oral blaster, why not? So Visas needs a lightsaber. I'll give them to her secondary, so we'll have her go dual bladed, so one lightsaber in her main hand and a short lightsaber in her offhand. So now we technically should be able to do some lightsaber combat training.
Yes?
Lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until...
I have... she doesn't get things. Do we maybe need to give one to Kreia as well? Or do we maybe need to switch... basically switch this to a main weapon, as it were. So we'll put this on none. I said none. Good, and then equip it in the main. So let's just be sure and give Kreia a short lightsaber as well. Short lightsaber. I said a short lightsaber, please. There we go. Now everyone should have a saber. Yeah, buff away, Kreia.
Yes.
So now lightsaber
That is something
combat. This thing is just bugged.
Very
I
well.
don't know what it is. So I guess this is it. I thought we could be able to maybe level up into something special, but I guess not. Right then, let us have a word with HK, who has discovered the location of where his copies are made.
Query, is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Those copies of yours. So let us ask some questions here.
Statement.
Let's see. You said you used to kill Jedi for Revan. If I need to kill a Jedi, what is the best way to do it?
Answer.
Oh, he still needs more
I think that should
influence.
wait until I am certain of your allegiance. I mean to...
Okay, well. I guess we'll have to gather a bit more influence with HK before we learn his secrets there. So let's see, who haven't we had a word with? I guess we haven't had a word with Mandal.
Nice ship you have here. Where did you get it?
We requisitioned it from the clutches of a Sith warship, actually.
I see. Well, you were lucky to get it then. This is a fast ship. Well made. I'll bet she'd have some stories to tell. Now, was there
How
something
coy
else
does
you
he
needed?
play? So, let us have some words. So what can you tell me about the Mandalorians as they are right now?
The Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian lives, we will survive.
Like
Our
roaches.
honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always.
Yeah, you need to tell that to the Mandalorians of the Clone Wars, apparently. What can you tell me about Mandalorian history, then?
Our history and our ways are something we shield from outsiders. Only on the battlefield can you truly learn of someone.
I suppose my life has resolved in the same way over time.
Which is one of the reasons I travel with you. It pleases me that you recognize the truth. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action, and I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, was there something else you needed?
If you are the leader of the Mandalorians, I thought you would be a bit more grander, more epic, more dangerous.
I've fought countless battles. Ones most didn't walk away from. The wounds add up, and even the implants are all that keep me going sometimes. I may have been stronger in my youth, and stupider, but now I've got to rely more on my armor, my weapons, and my cunning. Now, was there something else you needed?
Interesting. Can you do anything specific here to help out?
I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your strategy. but I will not be your errand boy. Find some other lackey to do your bidding. Now is there something else you needed?
And are you certain all the clans besides your own will follow you?
We have suffered defeats before, but none like our defeat at Malachor. Our spirit may have faded, but it hasn't died. It will burn bright again, like a star in the heavens.
Yes, you've quite a vision, you do. And why haven't the Mandalorian clans come together earlier then?
The end of the Mandalorian Wars was something new and unknown to us. Revan fought us like a true warrior and defeated us on our own terms. Revan embodied our philosophy and showed us our own weaknesses. Then she exploited them. It was a painful lesson. With Mandalore dead, our weapons taken, and our pride destroyed, many lost their way. But I will change that.
And hasn't anybody tried to do that before you then?
Only Mandalore can command the clans. There was no new Mandalore for many years. I can tell you want to know more, but we can talk more later about this. Now, is there something else you needed?
What is your take on the Republic right now?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
But you were defeated and the Republic is recovering, or so it would seem.
Open your eyes. The ease of our attack was as much a testament to the strength of the Mandalorian clans as it was to the weakness of the Republic. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on.
Yes, I have seen that. And so this is a hard choice. Because Nodius Khan just thinks it was fear that kept the Jedi from fighting. Actually, let's do this. This is a nice little bit of an insult or sting. Perhaps the Jedi thought the Mandalorian threat was just not worthy of their attention.
Then the Jedi were fools as well as cowards. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now, is there something else you needed?
How did you become Mandalore then? Did you find some helmet or armor somewhere that makes you fancy?
Being Mandalore is the greatest honor for our people. Mandalore's helmet is passed from one leader to the next. When Revan executed Mandalore before our eyes, she cast Mandalore's helmet away, denied it to us. She took Mandalore's helmet and left with it. If she hadn't done that, a new Mandalore would have been chosen that day, but without leadership and direction. The clans scattered, fell apart.
Very clever. So, how did you find this helmet? This is the one you're wearing now?
During the Jedi Civil War, I met and traveled with Revan. I was there when she defeated Darth Malak, and traveled with her afterwards. Eventually,
Yes.
she told me where she had taken the helmet. She set me upon this path. We can talk about Revan and other things later if you like. You know enough for now. Now, is there something else you needed?
So, yes. I guess that kind of reveals who this Mandalore is. If you watched the previous Knights of the Old Republic playthrough, or played it yourself, you will know. The voice obviously was already familiar, and this kind of clinches it. So, we still have one more person to talk to. Let's have a word with Atton.
Something up?
I have some questions for you, Atton, now that you're free of repairs.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Let's see. I'd like to know more about your past, especially if we're traveling together, and what you did with the ship.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
And why not?
It's because I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
You are a deserter. I don't think that is a job description as such. So which war are we talking about exactly?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
But why? Did you desert?
Because I followed orders. But it was more than that. You were there. You knew how easy it was to hate the Jedi who sat back in the Republic evaluating the threat and watched us die against the Mandalorians.
Alright, so now the question comes up, so why did you desert eventually?
Because you can't believe in the Republic anymore after the Mandalorian Wars. After Revan, nothing was the same.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
So, interesting points. It's a war with war, he took an oath, that's definitely not Nadia, since, well, he has been on the betraying end of oaths and such that no longer apply to him. I think the second one is actually very good. I agree with you. The Republic did no longer deserve your loyalty. No longer.
The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Starib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Yes, paints a rather bigger, more horrifying picture of the Mandalorian Wars than you see in most Star Wars things. It was quite a big, devastating thing. The Republic deserved to be betrayed after their treatment of you. You knew where your true loyalties lay.
We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. She saved us.
So yes, kind of a Caesar thing going on there, I guess. So you followed Revan like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks.
We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us, not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die.
So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
You fought Jedi?
I didn't fight Jedi. I killed them. A lot of them.
Ooh.
People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
You make it sound almost easy. It can't have been for one such as you.
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
Right, so kind of a tricky thing there, abusing the Jedi's senses and kind of turning it against them. By basically throwing up decoys. A lot of decoys, interesting. So you force emotions to block someone from reading your mind, like the Berserk reading?
Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
Yes, HK kind of confirmed a similar hypothesis towards Revan's war plan. So I guess this kind of confirms it from two separate sources. On her side, at least. So it all came down to the Jedi and the Force once more.
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
So, what happened exactly? How did this work?
Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see her side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join her.
So how did you break away then? As you are obviously not one of those Sith assassination squads anymore, you're all alone.
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
You took a risk thinking I would care that you killed Jedi with this whole confession. I do not, though.
I didn't think you would, after Malachor, but it was a chance. I guess I was just tired of keeping it in. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live.
Well,
You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
oh, that's quite a story indeed. So, one more question. Why did you leave the Sith then? And are you with them now with their whole hunger kill squads that strike at me from the shadows?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
And who was this woman?
I never knew her name. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course, or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Truth about what?
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in her service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
So, what did you do about this revelation?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force. In my head.
And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
Well, that is strange and bizarre. I guess the Force can do wicked things to a mind. Perhaps she felt that a greater good would be served with your salvation. Perhaps your service to me was part of that destiny?
Maybe. It doesn't matter.
I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
So, what happened to her? You killed her, obviously.
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me.
And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
And then, I met you on Paragus.
And I thought maybe Maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Yes, that's quite logical of you. I welcome your help then, Atton.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
I will welcome your help then, and your honesty.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Yes, we can train Atton to be a Jedi then, because he apparently is Force sensitive in secret. Let's do so. And I will train you, Atton, as you wish, to be more useful to me.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Just close your eyes and open your mind. Imagine the slaughter of war, the death, and the energy it filled you with. And hear the echoes of rage you felt during the war, the hate, the betrayal. Feel the fires of the Republic ship burn as the Jedi fall before you. Now at last, Atton, awaken. Atton's taken his first step on the path of the Dark Jedi Sentinel. His power will grow as he travels with you and master what you know of the Force. So hurrah! Atton is now a Dark Jedi as well. Who else in our crew can we turn into a Jedi? Is it HK? Is it Mandalore? Is it Goto? It is not Goto. He's a ball. Anyways, when we next return, we'll head off to the next place out in the galaxy. Maybe hit Nar Shaddaa or Telos again. I think it will be one of those before we head to a new planet. So until then,